Today I'm going to be talking about the CFL and different topics regarding the CFL, starting with the earlier history of the CFL. The CFL was originated in the 1860s under the organization of the Canadian Rugby Football Union, which was created in 1884. During the 1930 to 1950 era, two dominant leagues existed, the IRFU and the WIFU, which evolved into professional leagues, leaving some leagues such as the ORFU behind. Finally, the CFL was created in 1958, leaving all of the other divisions behind. Every team goal in the CFL was to achieve the Grey Cup. The CFL expansion to the United States is what we're talking about next. The CFL expansion allowed first United States team to come in 1993, which turned out highly successful. Teams continued to be created by the Americans, and more teams started to fold out of the league eventually. By the 96 season, the Canadian Football League was once again restored to the Canadian-based league. The season layout of the CFL begins with training camps and a preseason, which is 2 weeks long. The regular season kicks off at Canada Day weekend, which ends up being 19 weeks long, finishing by November. With the East and West Division, games are organized in a way so that each team plays 2 games against against the opposite division, 3 games against 2 teams in its own division, and 4 games against the other team in its own division. The league scoring is based on the results: 0 points for a loss, 1 point for a tie, and 2 points for a win. The layout of the playoffs begins in November following the regular season, and it comes into the playoffs, which consists of semifinals and for each conference and finals for each conference, and then the league championship game. The cups and awards consisted of the Grey Cup, so that's the main prize in the CFL, which is given to the victorious team out of the championship game. Awards such as the Grey Cup MVP and the Grey Cup Most Valued Canadian are also selected. There are also other leagues awards available, such as the Most Outstanding Player and Most Outstanding Defensive Player. These are awards that are noticed nationally.